yours truly, Troy Aleem, aka The Wayfarer, representing AVE and BYP. Out here talking shit with Troy, trying to get the pulse of the city. What up, what up? We out here talking shit with Troy. It's AVE and BYP's very own Troy Aleem. Out here, like I said, talking shit with Troy. We're gonna get the temperature of the city, see what folks are thinking, see how they feeling. We got a lot of issues going on in Chicago right now, and I know people got a lot to say, so we want to hear what they got to say. Check us out, YouTube, Talking Shit with Troy. We want to get out here, we want to see what folks feel about the shooting that just happened in Orlando the other day. We want to find out how folks feel about that, kind of the media coverage behind that, and see how folks are feeling. Do folks feel safe? Do they feel like they feel threatened? You know what I'm saying? How are folks really feeling about it? We're gonna find out.
What do you think about that shooting, man, over there in Orlando?
Oh man, I really, at the point of what's going on with all the agenda, I'm just really pushing. I think they're pushing it to soften people up, to get more of the gay agenda in. Yeah, because that gay agenda is real strong, and they fighting for equal rights.
I just told them that. I was just saying
I want to say this one point.
That LBG, that movement is stronger than the Black Lives Matter movement.
How can they be fighting for equal rights when everybody that knows, as far as the music industry, the movie industry, the whole entertainment industry has been run by the LGBT community the whole time?
For a long time.
And that's a major money coming into the country. So how is it that they need equal rights all of a sudden?
Because everything under that umbrella, all the gatekeepers, all of them gay, from the producers to the directors to the, you done got to suck the dick for you to get a contract and anything. They're gonna
Especially when you hit up into that 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million, you start getting outside, and that's when you got to start really signing your life away. So everybody been knowing this for years, but all of a sudden, LGBT need equal rights. Why they need equal rights when they've been making all the money the whole time? I don't understand. You doing this game all day? I don't never understand.
That's the truth. Like I said,
sidetrack black people. Black people's rights is gonna be pushing this to the back.
Right, everything go ahead. The gorilla, what's that? Harambe goes first. The gay community goes first.
Latino.
Everybody goes first. So I really don't. I'm biased because if it's, like I said, if it's not about our black community or our black finances, every single thing is irrelevant to me.
Exactly.
So
let me ask you this.
That's my stand.
Let me ask you this, because the folks that was shot out there, it was actually Latino night out there.
Right.
So everybody that was shot was black or Latino.
Right.
And so how do you feel that ties into black rights and then separating that line between gay rights?
Well, when I seen the clips, you know, I didn't see all the footage I seen. I didn't see not one black person. I seen a bunch of whites and I seen a bunch of Latinos. Those two. I mean, if it had something to do with blacks, I feel like that was just, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. I feel like it was definitely a random act. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like it wasn't no political movement, no nothing to it, no agenda. They say my man was like hailing Al-Qaeda or something like that. I don't know.
They said he was a part of ISIS, and they said he had a case of homophobia. I heard some of the interviews.
But the media always want to throw that in there.
I was about to say, the media is wild, because at first they said he was with NYPD.
Yeah.
And then they was like, oh wait, we can't associate.
They said that. I think that was misconstrued. I feel like he was a youth. He was a youth. Like the Adi home, he worked at the youth, whatever, with the police or something.
Right.
Legal gun. But then they said they had been checking on him for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't come up with nothing until he decided to do this. I mean, I don't know.
Now I will say this. This would be. Now most people say, well, what are you trying to say? They set the whole thing up. They don't have to set it up. The media is very powerful and got an eye everywhere. So what happens is that you can have a whole week in this country of people dying of heart attacks. How'd that happen? Because people are dying of heart attacks every day. Every hour somebody dying of heart attack. So whenever the media decides to home in on something, they can just home in. I guarantee you, when somebody got shot there was somebody else. There was a mass shooting in some neighborhood somewhere in the black community, because we know that goes on all the time. So they strategically, okay, we got a mass shooting, and it was gay night and stuff like that. We can take advantage of it.
This is going to take the whole LBG movement to the next level. Just like the World Trade Center. When you knock those buildings down, guess what? Something else emerges out of that, bigger.
Now we can go to war.
Right.
Go find some oil.
So, you know.
candlelight
so instead of everybody being, well, we're sorry this happened, because there's been a lot of tragic situations that happened here that hasn't got this much publicity.
Exactly.
50 people, that's a lot.
Yeah,
But quit saying that like that's the major massacre. That's just the major massacre, the most recent. Because y'all been massacring us for a long time. You know, we're gonna always take it back to the black thing. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of articles and a bunch of y'all done killed 500, 600 burnt buildings down and all that. So until y'all speak on that, I don't want to hear about anything else. We already have an issue. We've been out our hand raised for a long time in the class. When y'all gonna answer our questions. So until then,
I mean, any life that's lost, you gotta say, well, you know, peace to that life that was lost. But the media is gonna exploit it, and that's the issue. And I'm not jumping on
About this, so now Muhammad Ali just died, and the media portrayed all of this support Muslims and all of this, and now with this shooting,
now we're back on Muslims. Now we hate the Muslims again.
Right back.
Yeah. Well, what they did too, they tried to clean it up and say, well, we don't think that. Actually, they don't think or know that his attack was Islamic motivated. They used the phobia instead of the Islamic thing, so they cleaned that up with Ali. But I didn't really like Ali's passing. Was a very powerful thing for black people.
Paradise is in your mind, you know that there's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. It doesn't cost a thing to laugh. Is that the word? You don't have to pay to laugh. Yay, there is hope. It doesn't cost a thing to laugh.
Alright, so we out here talking shit with Troy, out here on 79th and Cottage with the man Charles. He put together this dope ass open mic, Church on the 9. We'll let you talk about it a little bit, give a little background about it.
Yeah, Church on the 9 is basically street open mic for the streets. If you look at 79th Street or like a lot of the communities on the south side of Chatham, the South Shore, the Roseland, you'll see like we don't have like a lot of venues for like our artistry and a lot of free venues for our artistry. So it's important that we take it to the street and let folks know that street art is happening, beautiful art is happening. Artists can perform like on the corner, and also it's an opportunity for like I have a lot of connections to the activist community. It's an opportunity for the activist community to get on the streets and politically educate the broader community, the black community, the south side of Chicago. Very reminiscent of Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, how they used to basically do soapbox level organizing, where you're on the soapbox and you're talking to the people and letting them know and just connecting with the people in like a real way. And so that's something I really wanted to do, really provide an artistic opportunity for people who don't have it, and also provide an outlet for political education to all communities.
That's real. How often are you going to be having this? It's going to be a continuous thing?
This was like lifetime or what? This was like a test run, but initially I wanted to do it weekly for the summer. I may do it like every other week, specifically for the summer, because I want 79th Street to get used to seeing this. Used to seeing black people, young black people just on the block, having positive conversation, performing, doing beautiful things, not necessarily doing what the media says we do.
And have you had any people from this community since we've been out here tonight approach you and kind of express interest, or what's their feedback?
Yeah, man. Mainly a lot of the elders, because they don't see young people out here doing something positive, especially on the corner. And so they come up to me and congratulate me and basically give me their blessing to continue to do so. And that means the world to me. As long as I can continue to keep doing it, man, and have the blessing of the folks in these communities, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. We talking as if all the stars align. Yeah. We talking like we building up a shrine. We talking like we gotta keep it fine. I'm looking all around and everybody oh so fine. Oh, Look at all the melanin. That shit is so heaven sent. That shit make me feel like all that other shit's irrelevant. That's what I be telling them. I do not be shelling them. I would rather shelter them. I would help to skelter them. Wait, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna keep going and keep going and keep going.
So yeah, what's your initial reactions to the shooting that happened?
Man, it was heartbreaking just to hear 103 people shot. You know, like 50 people died. I was upset because of how instantly it became politicized. I don't think it's right that as soon as something happens, people start making debates, start having talking points around it. If anything, we should be supporting the families to figure out how to support them. Like 50 people died, that's 50 funerals, that's 50, it's insane. That's 53 people.
The guy, the other guy, niggas gone, _King Neil, on Instagram. Love you.
That's 53 people that gotta check into like a hospital or whatever. So we don't know what their medical bills look like. So if we really care about people, they should be centered in all this. Not gun violence debate. We can get to that. Not people deeming other folks problematic necessarily, but.
He likes peanut butter on his jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Back to what you were saying, making sure that the families get centered. Frustrated that it got politicized so quick. So do you feel like the politicizing of it is because of the election? Do you feel like that's a normal media shit to do? Or
I think it's both. Of course the election factors into it. But media got to make their money. People got to make their money, got to make their talking points, and it shows you like how we value money over like people grieving and hurting. Same thing happened with like the Charleston A&E thing. Everybody remembers the killer. You ask one person, name 2 victims. It came because the families aren't centered. Victims are rarely centered, and so you know that's something I always remember during like these instances of like crazy brutality and crazy like violence.
For sure. Bye y'all. Alright, cool. You wanna plug anything?
Yeah, man. Follow Church on the 9 on Facebook, man. Be looking forward to like this event to be weekly or bi-weekly. I haven't yet decided. I'm going to look at all the feedback I get from people as well as the community and see if I can, you know, build upon it. Yeah, just follow my page and support the artists that perform. That's it.
Appreciate it, man. Love you, bro. There you have it. Talking shit with Troy, coming live and direct from Church on the 9, 79th and Cottage. We out here.
I'm feeling fine, y'all dig my spine. I'm so aligned with planets, nigga, they so above. In the middle of the hood, showing love. Fuck you mean, nigga, pulling up in a limousine, hella green. Me and all my team, and we feeling lean. Trim with it, sick with it. Might need some NyQuil and Vicks with it. I might stick with it. I might leave it alone. I gotta dip, cause I need to be home. My crib dirty as fuck, and I got hella dishes. And I gotta get to work, cause I need hella fishes. I'm down.
So we out here 79th and Cottage, out here at Church on the 9. Talking shit with Troy, you already know what that is. We have someone here that would like to answer some questions. What's your name?
My name is Aaron.
Where you from?
Chicago.
What part?
Southside.
Southside. So what we've been asking folks today is kind of like getting their reaction about the shooting that happened on Saturday in Orlando. So what's your initial thoughts on the situation?
My initial thoughts on that is fucking crazy. A lot of families lost a lot of their family members to that. It's a tragedy that should never happen, but it happened, and it's a learning experience for everybody across the world, and myself included. What I can learn from it is to be aware of my surroundings.
I hate you. I hate me. But more importantly, I hate we. there never is we. There's me, and you know, there's you, and then there's she plus 3, and sometimes for me another he. Because when you slip, I slide, and when you trip, I fall, and fall right back into my shift on this fucked up relationship trip. I would have gave you my 2 weeks, but I doubt you would have noticed. You love me, you hate me, you fuck her, you play me, I leave you, you need me, I call him, he please me. You drop her, she hates you, you call me, I love you, I hate you.
What do you think of the media coverage of the situation? Do you feel like it's been accurate? Do you feel like it's been fair? Do you feel
the media is very biased, so they're probably going to hide certain stuff, a part of the story that we won't know about or ever will know about. The witnesses that were inside know more truth than the media, and their truth probably won't be spread out because they don't have a bigger voice like the media. The media will portray a Muslim terrorist, the same story over and over and over again.
All right, well there you have it. We out here once again, Church on the 9. Thank you very much for speaking your mind, yo. Church on the 9, talking shit with Troy. We out here.
I reached out to my homies and said, yo, it's going up on the 9, just be here. And so this is way bigger than I actually planned. And to know, like, I'm just trying to start this out, it's only gonna grow bigger. So, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all because y'all showed me support through it. Some of y'all reached out to me personally, asking how can y'all support. Appreciate you. And yeah, man, it's just beautiful to see y'all out here in the name of art and in the name of the hood. So, thumbs up.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Hey, shout out to Charles though. I'm claiming my happy.
I'm claiming my happy.
I'm claiming my freedom.
I'm claiming my freedom.
I'm seeing me happy.
I'm seeing me happy.
As can be.
As can be.
So I'll tend to my garden.
So I'll tend to my garden.
And let it sprout.
And let it sprout.
And hear cries of freedom.
And hear cries of freedom.
From the baby's mouth.
From the baby's mouth.
One more time. I'm claiming my happy.
I'm claiming my happy.
I'm claiming my freedom.
I'm claiming my freedom.
I see myself happy.
I see myself happy.
As can be.
As can be.
So I'll tend to my garden.
So I'll tend to my garden.
And let it sprout.
And let it sprout.
And hear cries of freedom.
And hear cries of freedom.
From the baby's mouth.
From the baby's mouth.
So yeah, it's been another successful day of filming, talking shit with Troy. We went out on the Lake 63rd Lake Beach. We came out to the homie Charles event on 79th and Cottage, Church on the 9. Got some people's opinions on the shootings that happened in Orlando on Saturday. I could definitely tell folks have a lot to say about it. People feel strongly about it. Me personally, I feel like we've been conditioned to forget about the fact that 50 people lost their lives, right? A lot of people want to automatically talk about the shooter, and I think that's relevant, but we cannot forget about those families. Those families, mainly brown people, you know what I'm saying, people that look like us, lost their lives, and I think that's important for us not to forget. We got to make sure we center them. But other than that, man, I just want to make sure that we keep giving these people, our people, a chance to speak, talk what they got to talk, say what they got to say. We're going to keep hitting y'all with more and more topics, more and more episodes, more and more fresh faces. We're just going to keep doing it. We're going to keep talking shit with Troy. You did.
Thank you.